I come to my senses, I come to my objectivity, and I know who I am. I know what my element's about. In my world, that's what happens in my world.
It seems like Tupac's investigation drama is bringing us more details and sheds more light on the real culprits of this crime, while Keefe D, the man arrested for the rap legend's shooting, is waiting for his fate behind the bars. The twists and turns in this story don't stop coming, as more prominent figures come forward with their not-so-subtle hints, and they all point at Puff Diddy as the mastermind behind this crime. And apparently, Diddy is facing a huge reality check from none other Pac's friend, Mike Tyson.
Possibly shot, and next thing you know, I'm going to my friend's funeral, but he shot my friend. It's crazy, right?
Now, while the world is wondering if Diddy is about to face the music for his alleged role in this whole saga, the boxer was shutting down the conversation. While he may no longer be known for his victories, there's no denying that Tyson still carries a heavy load within him when it comes to the unresolved case of his dear friend Tupac, and he knows a thing or two about it. The boxer has openly expressed his desire to personally punish the villain, saying, "I wish I had 5 seconds in the ring with Tupac's slayer." Well, seems like the lack of actual evidence against Diddy makes Iron Mike truly impatient. And when you look closer at the investigation process, it actually feels like the police is circling around the music mogul in vain attempts to dig out the truth.
But it wasn't until 2018 that this case was reinvigorated as additional information came to light.
It's been almost 30 years since the rap legend left this world, and his friends and family hadn't had a peaceful day ever since. Wounded in a drive-by shooting, Tupac bravely fought for his life for 6 long days, but ultimately succumbed to his injuries. You see, the alleged shooter passed away in a similar incident, and the case remained unsolved, a breeding ground for theories and speculations. But with new information shining a spotlight on the alleged involvement of Diddy, some people cannot wait for the justice to be served. And Iron Mike is one of them. He seems to be devastated by the loss of his dear friend and want to solely deal with the main culprit behind this crime.
People in our family who just push the envelope a little too damn far.
Right.
You know, and we got to keep our eye on them, but, you know.
Although the alleged suspect Keefe D is waiting for his trial, this trauma is far from over. As the story unfolds, people are left pondering why Mike Tyson feels so close to this case and what information he might be withholding. Well, here's the thing. Iron Mike has been partially blaming himself for Tupac's demise. As Tyson confessed in one of his interviews, he wanted to walk to the ring while a custom Pac track played in the MGM Grand and says he persuaded the rapper him to bring the recording personally. "I felt a little guilty about him coming to the fight, me pressuring him saying, 'Hey, you want to bring the tape? Don't forget the tape.'" On top of that, Tyson revealed he planned to join his friend at 662 nightclub, but only changed his plans because he'd recently had a baby and decided to go home to his family.
Trying to play the husband. I'm a good man, baby. You know, always in the kids and stuff. And then I heard the news. But I was supposed to join those guys. I wanted to hang out with them.
So, you see, guys, Tyson's ties to the conflict surrounding Pac's demise are more intricate than most people realize. He wasn't just a close friend of the late rapper. He may have also been a witness to the tensions that simmered within the hip-hop community at the time, and having his own theory involving Diddy, the boxer, as if tries to speed up the justice process. Mike is now saying that the whole thing was orchestrated in advance, and apparently, the villain chose the ideal moment to commit his crime, as it would be impossible to track the real culprit. As the boxer confessed, "I never said this, but all that stuff was planned in advance. I believe that the fight was the opportunity for it to happen." Well, it's as if Iron Mike is teasing Diddy and wanting him to confess in this crime voluntarily before the boxer will unleash the wrath of his own justice. It's this harsh reality that the music mogul has been forced to confront, and apparently, he has a choice to make who he fears most, the justice system or Mike's revenge.
I was like the first street guy that really got on. You know, I'm talking about the guy doing crime in the streets.
Now, many people are glad that Puffy is being pressured by other celebs. It's his opportunity to do something right by Pac and his family and friends. As one person commented, "I can't be the only person that would absolutely love to see Tyson smack Puff around for 5 minutes. And another user added, "Crazy part is, people been pointing fingers at Diddy since the beginning." Well, Tupac was left this world as a legend, and his demise still hurts a lot of people, including Tyson. As he said, their friendship was beyond any Hollywood amicability. It was honest, deep, and sadly cut short because of someone still lurking outside.
That's just what it is. You know, I'm not clairvoyant. I can't see the future. But we all know Tupac was special. Maybe it's...
You never know, guys. If Pac was still alive, we could have witnessed a lasting brotherhood. But Tyson's hopes for a long years of friendship were tragically severed when the rapper was brutally gunned down in September 1996. It's clear that Tyson holds no love or compassion for those who had crossed his friend. While it's been largely speculated that the whole incident was a result of the notorious East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry, it's been reported for more than a decade that Puffy, the East Coast Titan, was ready to go unimaginable lengths to improve his position in the music industry.
I'm a businessman. I'm about making money. But something gotta change.
It stands to reason that Tyson, in the know about the intensifying tensions between the coasts, harbored his own opinions, and his disdain for Diddy has finally reached its brewing point. Additionally, Tyson has been questioned about his knowledge regarding the circumstances surrounding Tupac's shooting. It seems like Mike remembers everything Diddy said about business coming first. You see, guys, ever since that incident, the boxer has been focused on Diddy, but not just as the music mogul, but as the man he knew before he ascended to the throne of hip-hop industry and amassed a whopping fortune. In the interview, Mike revealed his first impressions of Diddy.
I knew him before he was Diddy. Yeah, I knew him for a long time when I first became champ.
Tyson surely knows something he's not ready to spill yet, and the suspicions about the nature of this confidential information has been brewing. It looks like Iron Mike is playing his own game, and with his recent comments about taking the music mogul to a ring for 5 minutes, you see that the pressure of Tupac's demise still weighs on the boxer's strong shoulders. It's very difficult to talk about. He was just a young kid, and he wanted to be great, and then that happened. Apparently, even Iron Mike has enough softness in his heart, and he cannot live with this guilt anymore. As he is getting older and sees his friend's alleged slayer walking free and enjoying a lavish life, he wants the justice to be served, even in his own way.
Strapped and I'm ready to go. I'm a menace, and they'll watch my every move.
That fateful night in Vegas was, in many ways, a perfect storm, with multiple pieces falling into place. And if Diddy is actually to blame for this shooting, he orchestrated the flawless crime scene. You see, guys, the last piece of the puzzle would be the presence of Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, the guy who allegedly shot Tupac but passed away a few years after. The paths of Orlando Anderson and Pac intersected on the night of September 7th, 1996, in Las Vegas, right before the shooting. There were simmering tensions between these men, which resulted in a fight. And you see, guys, Baby Lane wasn't just any random man in the story. He happened to be the nephew of Keefe D, the gangster who was now waiting for his trial behind the bars.
Do nothing to you, He didn't do nothing to you. Tupac, shut up, kept his hands to himself.
While the whole episode looked just like the revenge of the gang for jumping one of its members, Keefe D later spilled more beans, bringing the familiar name to the drama. And yep, the man was directly stated that the gang was paid a whopping sum of $1 million to get rid of Tupac and his boss. While the trace of money got lost, the police has no evidence to charge Diddy and start investigating him. And as some insiders claim, it was also a part of a well-crafted plan.
But thank God he never gave him the money, right? Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy will be in prison now, money for hire.
No trace leading the cops to the music mogul was left, and it seems like not only the streets, but netizens as well are not happy with the outcome of the story. People are saying that pointing fingers at Diddy will result in nothing until someone comes with hardcore facts. As one person commented, it doesn't hold any weight in court. You need to evidence. And another user added, listen guys, if P fucking Diddy or whatever he's calling himself these days didn't go to jail for his attempts in the music industry, nothing can touch him. Well, the date of hearing is coming, and we'll get all the answers soon enough. Now, here's the real question. Do you think that Mike Tyson is threatening to deal with Diddy behind the scenes if the music mogul doesn't confess in his crime? And will this actually scare Puff enough to admit he eliminated Pac? Let me know what you're thinking, and in a meanwhile, don't forget to check my other videos.